Welcome one more time for my little late night short. This is J&A, Voices for Change. These are my views and my opinions only. And I am exercising my right to freedom of speech. I am a whistleblower. I blew the whistle on unsafe, hostile working conditions, broken driver seats, lack of restroom breaks, lack of lunch breaks at a big transit agency in the Coachella Valley. I know I'm coming again. I'm coming here live. We're live and we're exposing those that need to be exposed. I know there's an individual I just heard about. Uh, uh, he's been there for quite a few years. And from what I hear, he's no longer there. If you're listening to this video, reach out to us. I know you got a lot of inside information. We're willing to talk because you know your union is not going to represent you. And let's expose the backyard, the back end, inside of what went on or what was going on and why you're no longer there. You know what I'm talking about. Like I said, enough of the membership sees now that when we attempted to decertify based on the employees had enough with ATU 1277 union, not because of a union, because we've always been for the union. We've been against being let down by your union. We showed up to the property. Joey's made several calls. No calls. They don't answer the phone. We showed up to the agency. They did not come out and talk to us. What are they hiding? You know, you're next on the line for the proceedings that are taking place right now. You're next in line. What we need to do now, we're getting a little bit more practice. So I know no representation. Why are we paying union dues? Why are we paying was it 27, 37, whatever it is, every paycheck, $70 a month, whatever it is. You're being run over. They're not representing you. Why do you need a union? The attempted decertification was the first time in history of that agency that it's ever been brought as far as the four individuals that brought it that far. We didn't do that for us, for our personal gain. We did it because we needed change. We needed a representation that had the guts to represent the members, because it seems like it's just a paycheck. It's just a paycheck, and when you need their help, they leave you outside to dry. They hang you to dry, and no representation. So why is the membership paying union dues? Do you know that you can donate your union dues to the charity of your choice? Yes, you can. Do you know that based on the type of religion, you're not allowed to contribute to union dues? Do you know that there's laws that can't force you to pay your union dues? if you're not getting representation, put your money aside and figure out how to get representation. Do you know there's no attorney that will represent you because you have a union? We know, we learned that the hard way. There was an attorney that was going to represent us on a contingency out of Beverly Hills, but because they said you had a union, they were not allowed to step in to represent you. So that's a food for thought. What's the next subject? The next subject is that how many more drivers need to blow their backs out for them to see that there's a problem? How many people need to go to the hospital with back problems to know that there's a problem? All those records, we'll get those records to show all those individuals that are continuing to complain. My advice to you guys is file a grievance, save a copy, and put it in a file, because you're going to eventually need that to show that you've been complaining about those types of issues. You're going to need that when it gets to a federal court level, because all those documents are going to be subpoenaed. So if a vehicle is not safe to drive, write a grievance, write an incident report, write a grievance. I can't stress it enough. You need to put it on paper. You need to save a copy of that, put it in a file, store it away where you know where it's at. Keep documentation, because if you don't have documentation, you don't have proof. And if you don't have proof, it never happened. So if something is affecting you, document it, file a grievance, keep a file with all that information, and we'll get a copy of all that information, because that will be subpoenaed. That's the Freedom of Information Act. Those of you that have been making complaints and nothing is ever done to other individuals, that's a clear violation. Excuse me. I will, I know we got a meeting with the EEOC, and we will be getting information, and maybe we might do a little video on and put it on a slideshow of the form that you need to fill out. We're going to probably go into detail of how to fill out a PERB violation. We're going to go into detail on union dues, on PERB violation against the union under the Myers-Mills-Brown Act. There's a lot to know about that. The employee, there was a file that we got to when the decertification started. I know once the contract is getting close to being over, if you guys ain't happy with your representation, you guys need to act on what suits you guys and what benefits you in the long run. See what else. Like I said, I got a lot of information, but I don't want to put it out there too much, because they're always watching. They're always watching. And it's nice. It's nice because we're not doing anything wrong. We're bringing a lot of stuff that was stuck hiding under a rock. and we're joining a lot of different movements, a lot of different caucuses, a lot of different the Latinos, different movements. We're going to get involved with a lot of political movements, and we're going to continue to make a difference. If you're voting them in, you could vote them out. That's what I got to say about that. Like Forrest Gump says, that's all I got to say about that. But just know that it's been a learning process, and know that you're not alone. You just can't be afraid. If changes, I gotta say you're welcome to a lot of individuals that have reached out to us. I said you're welcome. Individuals are no longer there. Now tell the truth. You don't need to lie. Tell the truth. You don't need to hide anymore. Hide behind that. I know there's going to be a new leader coming in, starting soon. You don't need to cover up, because we're not a threat to anyone. We're actually an asset to many. This movement is, I got to say thank you for all the subscribers and the people that shared and the people that believed in us on the sidelines, because being afraid of speaking up, we'll be your voice like we've always been. We'll be the voice for change. We'll be the voice to bring the issues to light. At the end of the road, the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. If you've been harassed at your work and you live in California, I know I could tell you from the start of that of our ordeal to where we're at now. If you need help, you can reach out to us, send us a message. I think there's an email on YouTube. Just send a message, and we'll correspond with you, and kind of lead you where we started and what we learned, to be able to help you. I don't know, maybe one day we'll have a legal service where we can help individuals that are experiencing the same things that we're experiencing, free of charge, nonprofit, because it's coming. Nonprofit, maybe we'll hire a few paralegals and maybe an attorney, and it would be a nonprofit for those that are experiencing the same things that we're experiencing, and no one seems to help, or no one seems to back you up. We're gonna make a difference here in the Coachella Valley. We're gonna continue to help others that are in need, like what we've been through. And we're going to continue to make a difference. We are not the hostile. We are not the disgruntled. We are not the threats to anyone. We are the voice of our opinions, the voice of our freedom of speech, the voice of being a whistleblower. You see in the news, all the ones that blow the whistle, boy, do they drag them through the mud. and they've dragged us like hardcore through the mud, but we're not letting go. They could have friends in high places, but the law is the law. If you fail to give us our right to a fair trial, it'll get appealed. And if it needs to go to the next level, Supreme Court, that's where it'll go. Because I know eventually it's going to get there, and it's going to get to the point where if you lie under oath, you're lying under oath. What is that called? Perjury. Perjury, all you got to do is come forward and say, I was pressured to do and say the things that they forced me to do. That's all you need to do. Just come clean and tell the truth. These are my views and my opinions. Follow us, like us, share if you dare. The movement is real, and it's going to continue as it has been, and it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. More power. I don't care about fame. I care about change. Like I used to say, you might bully, but you ain't going to bully me no more. Have a good one.